quakes, rain, hail, snow, earthquakes.
When I drop lyrics on beat breaks, the guard LA scientific mathematical, my ghetto melodic make them get dramatical. From the sun to Mercury, 36 million miles, I see these devils destroy men, black lives, taking Jerusalem from the devil who's very fair, cause one of my righteous brothers named Jesus was buried there, and they use his name to share their dirty religion. I look in their eyes and see the evil they vision. I'm coming at my peoples with nothing but real shit, like Jeebus, Salem, and Oriel, I build shit. Wise like Imhotep, I built the three-side pyramid. Got to use your mental, only gifted is getting in. Who made the Holy Quran and Bible? Who know the art of war and art of survival? I say knowledge born, cause I'm saving myself. I got 4 devils, they sitting on the shelf. Envy, jealousy, hate, and lust. And I know why these devils be hating us. It started back in 8367. That's when the devil god fell from heaven. He understood unlike a track. While playing with 2 pieces of steel, he discovered that all his wickedness from a piece of steel. Now he was born with a determined ideal. Yo, you keeping it real? Yeah, God keeping it real. When it's time for skills, I hit the parliament so I can hear the God's bill. Yo, peace to the God, peace to the earth, and peace to the baby. Peace to all the civilized families throughout the universe. Yo, big salute to everybody that want to be productive in this world. You feel me? We need lots and lots of more of that, so we could just achieve something glorious. You feel me? Dig. I want to get into today's Supreme Mathematics, but before we do that, I want y'all to hit that notification bell so y'all be notified when I drop more content. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up bell. You feel me? All right, let's get into this. Today's Supreme Mathematics is wisdom, power, and refinement, which borns God. Now, how is wisdom, power, and refinement which borns God? Because wisdom is symbolized by the numeral 2. And power and refinement is symbolized by the number 5. And 2 and 5 equals 7. And 7 is symbolized by God in Supreme Mathematics that the 5% nation of God, Earth, and babies use in our lessons, right? So let's get into it. Wisdom are the wise words spoken and articulated by a wise, intelligent person, utilizing any vernacular to correspond verbally. Wisdom is also your ways and actions. So your ways and actions are secondary to your thoughts, because you have to think in order to move, right? Or think in order to do whatever, right? So the thought comes first and the action comes second. So if you have good thoughts, then you'll have good actions that complement your thoughts. So always keep good thoughts. You feel me? Because wisdom, power equals God, right? And God is spelled G-O-D. So the acronym for G-O-D is good, orderly, direction. So you have to guide your life in a good, orderly direction and amplify God through your physical composition, which is also wisdom. Your body is wisdom because your body is matter, and matter consists of solid, liquid, and gas. So that's a secondary component, because it tells you in your science class that mind controls matter. Now, what is the mind? The mind is the sole controller of all elements inside the circumference of 360 degrees, which is life. You feel me? Like a cipher is a circle consisting of 360 degrees, right? And that's 120 knowledge, 120 wisdom, and 120 understanding. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding represent man is knowledge, wisdom is the woman, and understanding is the child. So that's life. And that's why it's a 360 degree circle of life, right? So throughout the spectrum of life that we live in a physical reality in a third dimension, you have to always remember that God, right, is the spiritual essence which is resides inside your physical composition, and that's you. You're not the body, you're the spirit in the body. So it's like my body is just the house, but I'm the dude who live in the house and run everything in the house. You feel me? The spirit. So as long as you always stay in tune with that, you'll never get caught in the mechanics and dynamics of being limited to just your physical composition, because your physical composition has a beginning and it has an ending, just like the sun has a beginning and it has an ending. But the mind is on an infinite plane, because the mind is an infinite plane of energy that created everything, and that's you and that's us together, because it's oneness. You feel me? And wisdom is also the woman who is secondary to the man, but most necessary to the man, because she helps us born our children, which are the understandings, right? And power is the ability to increase your mental and physical endurance by doing something beneficial for yourself as well as others around you. So that's like, if you study, do your due diligence, and increase your intellectual properties, you're supposed to be sharing that information by speaking truth, because power is the truth, which is the magnetic light, which is the magnetic attraction to attract the wise and free the dumb, deaf, and blind to a purified state of mind. Now, with that being said, what I mean is, if you have the proper education, 85% of the population is dumb, deaf, and blind, because they're not consciously aware of things that's really going on within the spectrum of life. All right, look, I'll give you an example. Everybody be having $1 in their pocket, but how many people look on the back of the dollar and see the pyramid? The pyramid got 13 levels. You see, and on the other side of the pyramid, there's in that circle, there's an eagle, and the eagle got 13 arrows symbolizing war, and it got 13 berries symbolizing peace. And there's a lot of symbolism in the dollar bill that people handle every day, but they don't notice this type of shit because they don't do the knowledge and pay attention to detail and ask questions and be free thinkers. And that's what I'm striving to show y'all to do. You feel me? So I hope that the information that I provide to y'all is utilized correctly, because I want to see you elevate. I'm not just wasting my time on here, you feel me? And I know that I'm making understanding understood, because I'm making it to where a child can understand it. But anyway, so power is the ability to increase your mental and physical endurance, right? But power is also the ability to dominate over others, because we live in a competitive world. You feel me? So the more you increase your intellectual property, that's knowledge is power. But the utilization, the proper utilization of knowledge is power. You feel me? So when you utilize your power, you exercise that shit with supreme authority. And most people don't do that. So you're going to be on more levels than them. Just increase your intellectual abilities. You feel me? And power is no good without refinement. That's like a king who got a kingdom, but he's hoarding all the money for himself and he's not treating the people right. The people in his court are going to go against his kingship because he's not being a king that's ruling justly and wisely. And that's part of your power too, because your power has to have refinement. And that's why power and refinement in our supreme mathematics are like counterparts, like life and death, because they go together, like culture and freedom and power and refinement. Well, today's supreme mathematics is wisdom, power, and refinement. So when you come with your power, you got to exercise your authority and stand perpendicular within your square and show guard in the flesh. You feel me? Guard in the body. But you have to conduct your power with refinement, because if you don't do that, then it's just the abuse of power. And that's not what God would do, right? Because they ain't right and exact, right? Now, get into God. Wisdom is 2, right? And power and refinement is 5. And I already told you those. So 2 and 5 equals 7. So the 7th letter in the alphabet is G. And 7 is the mathematical terminology for the creator of the universe, who is Allah. And why I say Allah? Because I'm God in the body, right? So a larger supreme being, right? And that's what God is, right? That's equivalent, right? So when you say Allah, the acronym for Allah is arm, leg, arm, supreme head. You feel me? Not just head, supreme head. All these motherfuckers got a head, but is their head like mine? No, it ain't. You feel me? And that's the position you gotta keep yourself in. You feel me? Because you ain't on point, you off point. You feel me? And God's always in guard mode, so you always on point. You feel me? Dig me? And that's just amplifying God in the physical flesh, but you know God is the spiritual essence, and always remember that. You feel me? Yo, if you don't know me, my name is Lashing the God. I got this channel named KEEPLO on YouTube where I give you real spit, thought-provoking videos on street legends so you can see what the fuck they did and don't do that shit. You feel me? It's simple mechanics. And I also provide you with information, if utilized correctly, it'll elevate you and your family. Elevation means to go up, right? Okay, and I also drop knowledge for the God, the earth, and the babies. Yo, once again, I love y'all. I want y'all to stay focused. Keep your wallet in your front pocket. Don't let them chicks get you. Nah, I'm only joking. But yo, peace to y'all. Love y'all. Stay focused. Tap into the channel. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Peace.
Nigga said it was smoking, got hit with that brrr. We catch a op, leave his face on the curb.